I'm Warren.
I'm Charlie.
We're the Yoho Joes. And after a 1-month hiatus, this is our review
of Corazon at Castle Hill.
All right. Normally we have 3 scores. We have food, drink, and food, wait staff, and price.
But we've talked about the last time having an ambient score, and we decided to go ahead and make that one count or count towards the overall score. So we're going to start talking about ambience on a regular basis now.
All right. We're going to kick this off with the food. Food we got this chicken and sausage gumbo, which was fantastic.
Yes, actually, it was way better than the gumbo that we got at the gumbo restaurant. It was spicy, but not too spicy, nice and thick.
Had a nice dark roux, smoky flavor. This is how gumbo's done. Well done.
Second, we got a second appetizer, actually. They had, it was beef picadillo empanadas with a coconut cilantro sauce.
Pretty good. The crust was buttery and flaky. I would have liked more stuffing in my empanada.
Yeah, it was pretty thin. And, you know, for the price was actually kind of reasonable, but you only got 2 empanadas and they were kind of small and not well stuffed. The sauce was decent. It was nice, creamy taste, not overwhelming. I don't necessarily think it complemented the dish all that well, but on its own, it was pretty good.
It was subtle. So, you know, about a 3 on that. Our meal was, we got a 10-ounce ribeye with a red wine glaze and gorgonzola butter.
It had some green beans on the side and mashed potatoes underneath.
The steak was well cooked. Credit to the staff.
A decent flavor.
The butter was good, very subtle. The red wine glaze was good. It was all generally pretty tasty. The green beans were excellent, well cooked.
The
mashed potatoes, though,
were incredibly bland.
It's easy to do mashed potatoes right, and they just...
all you got to do is throw in a dash of salt at the very least, but no flavoring in the mashed potatoes at all.
To give you an idea, I had to put salt on my mashed potatoes to flavor them up. So we were not terribly impressed, but it was a good steak. The other thing we got was a wild mushroom and cream sauce tort. It's like a potato corn enchilada thing topped with sour cream and mushrooms and this thick gravy and everything. And we got it with
6 grilled shrimp on the side.
Added to it.
You can actually add that on. It doesn't come standard with the dish. You have to pay extra for it.
It's an excellent vegetarian option. If you're like, I need a vegetarian thing, you can get it without the shrimp. The shrimp is extra on it. The shrimp were
delicious. The
like
shrimp,
them.
Actually, if you're not a vegetarian, I highly recommend getting the shrimp with it because it really elevates the dish, which on its own was still pretty good. I mean, it was different. It's definitely something I hadn't had before. Lots of really good flavors. Everything mixed together really well.
Had a nice kind of potato-y enchilada type feel to it.
Yeah.
Wild mushrooms all over it.
It's like a potato pancake, almost.
Sour cream. It was pretty good. I don't really like mushrooms, and I don't think they add a lot of taste, but they did have some flavored filling to it, and the cream sauce was really good. So, really good on that. On a rare note, we got a dessert. The dessert was the bread pudding with Mexican espresso brandy glaze.
And it was amazing.
That was a goddamn good bread pudding.
It was.
Oh, yeah. That was
so good.
Oh, that was really good bread pudding.
And they had a whipped cream on top, and the whipped cream was really thick and pillowy.
And a key lime whipped cream, which is this nice extra taste.
Had its own nice separate flavor, so it really enhanced. It didn't interrupt from the flavor of the bread pudding. It was really excellent.
Bread pudding. So for the food, they managed to squeak out a 4 for this one. The bread pudding put them over the top.
Yeah, because we gave the gumbo a 4, actually. We gave the empanadas a 3. We gave the steak a 4 because the mashed potatoes really pulled it down. And
we gave steak a 3.
Steak a 3, yeah.
Yeah, and we gave the torta a 4 because of the shrimp.
Because of the shrimp, yeah, definitely. So averaged out, everything came to a 4. So food was actually pretty good, definitely.
Right. Next score, we're going to go for ambiance. This is a nice place. It's warm, it's comfortable, it's inviting.
Nice mood lighting, very comfortable.
The plates were very well laid out, very comfortable chairs, great romantic date place. Just a really warm, inviting. Corazon does really good in their interior.
Normally we'd do service at this point, but we kind of want to save service for last. So we're going to jump on to price.
It is a nicer place. It is a higher price.
Yeah, we actually had a Groupon for this one, so it wasn't terribly expensive for us. We paid $83 was the overall price, but the Groupon dropped it down to $53, which $53 is pretty reasonable. We gave price a 3 because even at $83, we kind of felt like we got a lot of food and it was all pretty tasty.
But we didn't give it a 4 because we didn't think we got a great, amazing deal, and I didn't bring home any food or anything. So right around there, kind of expensive and nicer place. Now we come to service.
Service. So we went in and we decided to ask our waiter's name because he didn't really introduce himself, and his name was Drew. Right off, we kind of felt like Drew was a little aloof, a little dismissive.
Drew's a douche. I'm going to throw this out there.
Straight up. Drew is a dick.
He ignored us. He dropped my food down on the plate.
Almost dropped the food in Warren's lap. Didn't apologize.
In the middle of taking an order, he started talking to another table.
Completely disengaged.
Drew epically failed. But David, our busboy, did a fantastic job. He got us our refills. He even took our dessert order. Credit goes to David.
We actually decided to give David, we tipped David separately. We walked off and gave him money. The larger majority of the tip that would have gone to Drew, who was a complete douche.
However, score-wise, we don't budge the busboy. We do judge the waiter. Waiter gets, for the first time ever, a 1. This is a great place. It's enjoyable. Make a great date place. We really like it. I guess our total score on this one is a 4, 1, 4, 4. We got a total score of 3.
3.
So on 3.
1, 2, 3. Yo!
Special shout out goes to Sarah Mahaffrey. She gave us a food journal.
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun to write in. If you ever want to get a really in-depth look at what we do, ask for the food journal. We're happy to show it to you.
Cheers.